Hi guys, welcome to Medical Consultancy. My name is Nicole Mooring and I'm the Strategic Marketing Manager here. And I have the pleasure of sitting with our founder, CEO, Rick Hughes. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Well, I'm super excited to officially introduce you all to our company. We get often asked, who are you and what the heck do you do? And the best way to answer that is to kind of dive a little bit deeper into Rick's background here. And that way you'll get a feel for kind of what to expect when you're working alongside here with us. So Rick, to start, what brought you here? Where did you come from and kind of what was your journey?
I was the original founder of HealthLink Europe back in 2005, and I left in July of this year, having worked there for 15 years.
Oh, wow. And I can imagine after putting so much energy into something and then walking away, it's a little bit scary, but obviously something was exciting about that.
Yeah, it was very exciting. I worked with some absolutely wonderful customers and individuals over a 15-year period, but I was very much in the supply chain end of the business, and I wanted to really get into the business development, distribution and sales side of the business.
All right, Rick. So fast forward to today, what exactly do you do here with Medical Consultancy?
We focus on market access and revenue growth for our clients. And we've recently been retained by one of the most successful medical device and pharmaceutical distribution companies in Europe.
Oh, wow. So when you say clients, you are referring to the distribution side of the component of bringing materials and devices in,
Indeed.
not the manufacturing side.
Well, indeed. Our client is the multinational European distribution company that I was just referring to. And that the customers that we're looking for are the ones with innovative devices and disruptive technologies that we're looking for right now to be able to take into Europe, into their existing distribution channels.
Well, that's amazing. I mean, so often when people hear of consultancy, they assume that we're going after and targeting, the manufacturers and devices and trying to sell them a product or feature. But essentially what you're saying is we're kind of approaching it a different way. We are consultants on the distribution side and partner with them to help them source technologies and devices to bring in.
That's exactly right, Nicole. So what our mandate is to approach North American medical device companies and look for products and devices, find out what they're doing in Europe right now. As you know, Europe is changing.
Yes, it is.
And what we're looking at is a sort of 5-year window, looking for products now for 2021 to sell in the distribution channels in 2021 and beyond.
Wow, that's amazing. I mean, that's right around the corner, 2021, looking to bring really cool technologies in. When you say medical device technologies, what kind are you talking about?
Well, there's a variety. So the distribution company we're referring to has multiple different disciplines in multiple different countries. But for the sake of this short video, interventional cardiology, neurology, neuroradiology, also vascular access. They have an orthopedic division and an ophthalmology division as well.
Oh, wow. So you're basically working with a distributor that kind of has their hands in a lot of really cool pots, which we will definitely get to talking about who that client is specifically in a later video. But for this purposes, let's say you're a manufacturer and you're like, I'm working on revising my European market strategy. But he says he's a consultant for distributors. What would you suggest to them as like their next steps to maybe take advantage of these opportunities?
I think the next steps would be to take a good look at what your strategy is in Europe over the next 5 years with the changes that are coming. The changes are challenging, but they're not insurmountable. And I think there's going to be a hybrid approach. Perhaps you're going to go direct in some markets, perhaps you're going to use distribution in others. But what I'm really excited about with this client is that they have the experience, they have the call points, they have the physician relationships, they have on the ground relationships with sales personnel, and they are really experts in their field, but they're also part of a larger group. So if you go to different regions in Europe, you're really getting the personal touch because they've got a sales force, they've got warehousing and distribution, everything that you need in that local market, but they're part of a larger group. So when you look to the next 5 years, who you're going to partner with, it's nice to have one that already has relationships with the physicians, the hospitals, and I think that's a very good partner to have.
Now, prior to finalizing a distribution deal, we work alongside with the manufacturers and our distribution clients to make sure that it is a good fit. We want to make sure we're not representing competing products. We also do a market analysis to review all of our KOL feedback, a price point analysis, and identify the ideal distribution channels that we have to make sure that they are both set up for success before moving forward.
That is absolutely correct. You couldn't have put it better. And the only thing I would add to that is that we'd look at the different regions. We have 12 different regions currently that we're working with this particular client. So we'd want to make sure if you're perhaps going direct in one region, but you want to use distribution in the other, or you want to change from one mode to another, we would have to make sure from a whole European standpoint that it fit very well into your plans and goals.
Yeah, absolutely. Which I think is such a beautiful thing, because we're making sure that any product is truly set up for success, because if a manufacturer succeeds, ultimately the distributor is also going to succeed, which is our client.
And this group has financial backing.
Right.
So what I really am passionate and love about is that if we find this technology and we find a company and they go, you know what, we really do want to change, or we really do want to grow in this area of Europe, this company is going to invest in that technology, and they will invest in people and resources to make sure that that brand grows in that particular market and some of their other markets, because they've got multiple markets. So it's a win-win for the manufacturer, and it's a win-win for the distributor. So I think that's why I'm pretty excited about the way forward.
I mean, that sounds really exciting, Rick. You have to be pretty passionate about what you're doing now, because you essentially built a company up to a multi-million-dollar company, and then walked away from it in capable hands, but basically have moved on to this adventure. So there had to be something that kind of pushed you to that.
Yeah, there was indeed. HealthLink is a fantastic company. It's doing extremely well. It's run very, very well indeed. Got some great customers, and there's going to be a place for HealthLink moving forward, absolutely. But I really wanted to get into the revenue growth side of the business. I'd listened to and currently do companies who are very concerned about MDR, and they have to make decisions about finances and resources. They're also, most of our clients are pushing hard in the USA because the FDA's rules and regulations are a little bit more manageable than they were 5 years ago. So you are a management team looking at Europe and looking at the US, and I'm saying that we've got been retained by this client that's super experienced and can really help you in Europe, and it might be an avenue that you might want to look at when you're putting your strategy together.
That's amazing. So in short, if you are looking at maybe solving the to Europe question mark that so many manufacturers are facing, we are happy to help answer any of those questions. We have a great partner overseas that we work with, and look forward to maybe helping guide you towards whatever best will fit your needs as you move forward into the European market, or perhaps adjust the plan you already have. Anything else, Rick?
No, I think that's it. You put it very well, Nicole. I know a lot of people in the marketplace, happy to have a conversation with you. And let's take a look at Europe over the next couple of years and see if we can help you out.
Sounds great. As always, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us. I will link the best email down in the comments below. Otherwise, click subscribe, and we will keep you filled in on little tidbits of information for you moving forward. Thanks so much, Rick.
Thank you.